News.
At this place in history, we're in Enosburg Falls with Steve Perkins, Executive Director of the Vermont Historical Society. Steve, what brings us here this week?
So, Mike, we are in front of the beautiful Enosburg Falls Opera House, one of the oldest existing opera houses in the state of Vermont. And we're going to go inside and talk to Susie Hull-Cassavant, who's president of the Friends of the Opera House, and she's going to tell us about its history and its ongoing use as a performing center today.
Outstanding. Let's meet her.
Well, it got its start by gifted from the company, the Spavencure, and they built it in 1892 for $10,000. John Philip Sousa performed on the stage here. Traveling shows, we found playbills of many of those who would do the circuit, and you know, there wasn't TV, there wasn't those other forms of entertainment, so I'm sure they packed the house whenever anything was here because it provided something from the outside world to the local people here.
And Susie, you've also told us a little bit too that besides theatrical and musical entertainment, the hardwood floor we're standing on top of right now has played host to some kinds of athletic events even too.
Athletic events, basketball I know was played here. My father talks about that. We in our more current times have even had wrestling. We just finished a children's theater camp, which is very well received. We had over 30 kids here.
Big tower on the outside. Big circles in the tower. Yeah. Were there clocks there to begin with?
From what research we can see, no. We can only presume that it was built with the anticipation of a clock at some point, but there is not a clock. I don't foresee a clock.
The building itself, of course, is all wood, so that takes a lot of upkeep. Can you tell us a bit about the community organization that supports it and some of the work that you put into this building?
In the 1990s, it was a full renovation. Since then, constantly there's maintenance. The beautiful stained glass windows right now have gone through a Bruin grant, and we're getting those all restored as needs to be done every now and then on a 130-year-old building. Painting is always an issue, and the Friends of the Opera House is a nonprofit that reside in the building and try to be a steward to the building, and our town select board oversees that operation. It was gifted to the town and village, so we have working agreements with them, and the general fund of the town helps do a lot of the maintenance that happens every year. So we're very fortunate. A lot of volunteerism, private donations. We've been very well supported.
In case anyone, Susie, might want to learn more about the Opera House and its history beyond what they might see and hear here, how can they learn it?
Well, we do have a website, www.enosburgoperahouse.org, and there is a history tab, there's a donate tab, there's an events tab. We also have our 130-year celebration coming up in the fall, which will be our main fundraiser. We try to do a fundraiser every year.
A Franklin County cultural and community gathering space at this place in history.